Good afternoon, Parramatta.
Yeah, he's on.
You all right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've got a story to tell you today, and it's about Jesus. And we know it's Mother's Day today, and so I'm going to give you a testimony about my mum. And it'll bless you to hear it, because it's a special day of remembrance. If you're lucky enough to have your mother with you at the moment.
Alhamdulillah.
But mine passed away many years ago when she was in her late 70s. And so what it is that mothers have a spiritual tie as well as a maternal tie with their children. And so this spiritual tie is overpowering love. And so in my life, I was the third child, so the youngest of three. And my mum demonstrated her love for me all through my life, up until her death. And so I was at the apple of her eye, even when I was an older person. And so at my father's funeral, I didn't cry, but I cried at Mum's funeral because I felt such a great loss, because my mum demonstrated her love to me. But the most important thing that she did for me was to make sure that I was brought up in a Christian faith. And so she was an Anglican, and she nurtured me and took me to church to be taught the biblical truths. Particularly, I liked the story of David and Goliath and Samson. They appealed to me. I thought they were really cool. And so I was baptized into the Anglican Church, and I loved being there because I was included into the church family, and I knew that they all loved me, and everybody was like all the women there were like my mum, and the men were like my dad. So what a wonderful environment it is to be in a church that loves you. So what the Bible tells me, that Jesus is the father to the fatherless and mother to the motherless. So we normally say that when we're talking about orphans, because they need encouragement as well. But Jesus said, when you see me, you see the Father. So that's the important message for us today. And I was going to read just a short line about this, and it's in John 5, and I'm reading from verse 20. It says, "For the Father loves the Son and shows him all he does. Yes, to your amazement, he will show him even greater things than these." So that's what the Bible was saying about it. And so that's what I just said. When you see me, you see the Father, is what Jesus was saying. And so what happens is this, that mothers love their babies and the babies love their mums, because little babies can recognize their mothers. They respond when they see their face. But I did speak to Sister Anne this morning on the phone, and I wished her a happy Mother's Day. She's got two daughters, but they visited her on Friday and Saturday. And so my call was the first one she had, that was wishing her well on Mother's Day. And so what I did, I sang to her. And so I sang a song that she would have known, and that was from Al Jolson, and it goes like this: "Mammy, Mammy, how I love you, my dear old Mammy. I walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles, my Mammy." So there you are. The important thing about the message today is the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so she was encouraged to hear me say those things and sing to her. But the important thing about everybody that hears the message or sees it on YouTube is that it's the gospel of Jesus Christ, because it says in John 3:16, it says that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and whomsoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. So there we are. We've got the story of Jesus being the father of the fatherless, the mother of the motherless. But the important thing about it is you're in God's hands. He loves you, and that's what we need to know today. So anyway, all your mothers, happy Mother's Day, and God bless you all. Thank you.